If you're currently serving in a ministry and you don't want to be holy, you don't want to be a saint, or you make excuses for your bad behavior, I'm going to tell you something. Before you even watch this video, before you move forward, I think it's better that you just stop. There might be somebody else that's more fit to serve. Now, I'm not saying that we don't mess up. I'm not saying that we don't fall. But if it's not your desire to be the best you possible, if it is not your desire to see God's will in your own life more than anything else, you are doing disservice to your young people. In this episode, we are talking about you, the youth minister. We're talking about you, the adult leader. We're talking about you, the pastor. We're talking about you. How are you walking with the Lord?
This is what Catholic youth ministry looks like.
Exploring the 5 M's of ministry.
With Brandon Morel, also known as a symbol.
My name is Brandon Morel, also known as the Symbol, and this is what Catholic youth ministry looks like. We talk about this thing I call the 5 M's of ministry: the message, the music, the meeting space, the members, the mission territory. And I always mess up and mix up the order of those things, but they all work together. They're kind of like the parts of a house, right? And today we're talking about the members. Today, the members are the adult leaders, AKA, I'm more than certain that that's you watching. If you click this video, if you've watched any of my stuff in the past, this is made for you, a leader. The kids might watch this because maybe they want to be leaders, but more than likely, this is for you, the adult leader. My hope, and I would think that anybody that serves in ministry, you got involved because you were walking with the Lord. You were walking with Jesus, and you wanted to serve him the best way possible. And for some reason or another, it was put on your heart. It was presented to you maybe by somebody else to serve young people. Some of us, I know, we go through different seasons of our faith, right? And I want you to do a quick study. This hit me a couple years ago. The concept of seasons, it actually comes before the fall. I want you to go back to Genesis. God had a plan for seasons. Even before Adam and Eve messed up, even before there was sin in the world. So seasons come. There are drier seasons. There are more rich seasons. There are cold seasons. There are thriving and amazing, abundant seasons of spring and summer in your spiritual life, in your ministry. But how are you persevering through them? I want to give you some practical tips today about you and your own holy walk. That's going to help you stay grounded. And if at any moment you feel like you've wavered, you've swayed in your own walk with Jesus, this is something to help you get back to center. Now, I know from a video, I'm not your spiritual director. I'm not your confessor. I would even not before or after watching this video, I don't know, at some point in this, it's probably best for you to go consult somebody that you can walk with on a day-to-day basis. I believe we all need coaches, right? Some of us, I'm going to be real with you, some people that have been leading in ministry, maybe you got asked by a family member, by a friend, maybe you were just a local parishioner, maybe somebody else retired or passed away and you were filling the gap for a while, right? That happens. I know I've been a part of a lot of different things, right? But in general, this should come from your walk with Jesus, right? And in your walk with Jesus, if this is something you need a coach, and some of us, I've seen it, some of us, maybe you don't even need a spiritual director yet. Maybe you just need a therapist. Some of us have some things, some traumas we need to work through, and we don't want to bleed onto other people. Now, I'm not saying that God can't work above and beyond. There are patron saints of mental health. There are saints that lived with things that maybe they struggled with throughout, right? Okay, yes. And with our modern technology, our modern information, let's find the best way possible so that we are the healthiest version of ourselves to serve our young people. So I want you to find a spiritual director. That's number one. right? A coach, right? A confessor, a therapist. Find somebody to guide you. Start with that. Let's baseline. Easy thing, right? Now, I want you to think about your own. Do you have a committed daily prayer life? I've talked to people who have served 4 years in different parishes, in different communities, some in even higher administrative things, that don't have a daily prayer life. They don't. They don't, whether it be a rosary, whether that be daily mass, they don't have it. It's just like a job to them. And I'm sorry, I'm gonna go back to the statement I made in the beginning of this. This is just a job for you. You are doing a disservice to your young people, and you probably should just step away. Unless something in this video inspires you to something more. I want you to find a daily prayer life. There are so many things. Lives of the saints. Find a patron saint to guide you. I want you to discern every day, I am going to do this thing. And this thing is going to help me grow spiritually. I'm going to continue to do it when I don't feel like it. I'm going to continue to do it when things get difficult. I'm going to continue to do it when I'm tired. I'm going to continue to do it no matter what. I'm going to commit myself to this. And again, remember I said before about seasons? There's been different seasons in my life. There's been times where I've been fully committed to one thing. There's been times I've been fully committed to other. There's different times during the liturgical calendar that I say, okay, I'm going to take this on, this a little bit more, right? Okay, do that. And, okay, the way I was just talking, I know some of y'all like, yeah, get them, cool, yeah. Hey, I'm talking about, I've heard priests say, I don't like to pray. And have made excuses even for moments of prayer with the young people. If that's you, pastor, priest, I would suggest you need a retreat. You need something to step away and really reevaluate, where are you in your walk with the Lord? We can only give what we have. I know that there are times where we are burdened. There's times where we're tired, emotionally tired, physically tired, psychologically tired. And sometimes that time of tiredness, we then bleed that onto other people. It's like a wound. It's like an open wound. And now because of that, we're irritable with people. Now we flip on people. Maybe you need a moment of rest. I want to pause for a brief moment to let you know that this series was brought to you and it was produced by Kari Films. Kari Films is a Catholic media production company whose mission is to capture the beauty of the Catholic faith. They do this through capturing live events. They do this through podcasts, testimonials, music videos, and more. You can find out more about them in the description below. Now let's get back to it. Here's something I realized. Our life of ministry, specifically in ministry, it's not we work so that we can get rest. We work from our rest. Our rest gives us the strength. So that daily prayer life is one thing. Then I want you to think of other rhythms for that. Now, in that process, I want you to think about, where is your sacramental vocation currently? Okay. If you're religious, okay, cool. Whether diocesan or maybe you're a religious brother or sister and you have a community, cool. Maybe you have somebody else to hold you accountable. All right, cool. Those are things that are going to help. All right, that's going to help. And if you're a married person, if you are religious, let's just say you're like the priest that I mentioned a little while ago, and you're rushing through the liturgy of the hours just to hurry up and get it done because you have to get it done so you can get to the next thing and get to this meeting and get whatever. I would suggest that you need to reevaluate that heavily. If you're just saying it to run through it, you're like rushing what the Lord can do. I think very strategically about the moment where the sisters were worried and they were like, oh my God. And I'm talking about the Sisters of Charity. And they went to Mother Teresa and they're like, we have so much to do. Can we shorten our prayer time? And Mother Teresa turns to them and goes, man, you're so right. You're so right. You're so right. We do have a lot to do. We need to double our prayer time. If you cannot find time for rest, I remember an old spiritual director said this to me. He goes, I want you to put on your calendar, meeting with my brother. And anytime somebody tries to take that time away, be like, hey, can you meet with me for lunch for this? Or can you do this? Whatever moment that was, right? And that's changed throughout the years. For the most part, right now, it's been my morning when I wake up. Have nobody, the same way that you wouldn't change a meeting, like an important one, this meeting with your brother, aka your prayer time, your brother is your divine brother, Jesus, right? Cannot be swayed. Now, if you're religious, you got to evaluate where you are with that. If you're a married person, okay, I want you to evaluate, are you giving more time to your ministry to the point where now your family's being neglected? I want you to reevaluate that. Because if there's a moment where you go so far that now you are sacrificing your sacramental vocation, you just may be. And I'm not talking about, let me pause and say this. I'm not talking about there's a specific season where you need to lock in and you and your spouse have agreed to this or whatever. I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about you genuinely are compromising. I want you to reevaluate where you are with that and actually come up with a healthy rhythm, because what you might be saying is, I trust in my own effort more than I trust in the Lord working in my ministry. Now, once you've done this, okay, you have a daily prayer life, hopefully have a spiritual director or somebody to hold you accountable. You've evaluated and thought about where you are in your sacramental vocation. And again, you might be one of these people, maybe you're a college student that's serving, maybe you're a young adult that's serving that doesn't have, and you're still discerning your sacramental vocation. That's fair and fine. You know what I'm saying? Maybe that last part wasn't for you. But this last part is, I want you to make this a daily habit. Hey, I know some of y'all waiting. Y'all like, hey, you've been talking about this 5 M's of ministry thing. When is that book coming? Well, in the meanwhile, while we're still working on that, you can head over to Amazon. You can get this 30-day devotional based on my song, Last Words, Lift My Hands. It's 30 days of complete surrender. This is good for young adults. This is good for your leaders. This is good for people that you want to call into a deeper life of prayer and surrender with God. And at the same time, you can go, and as you want to teach about the Holy Spirit, I made this little character named Fuego Dove, and this is the first of a series of comics that I'll be releasing about how he shows up in everyday life. So yeah, y'all can go get that. That helps support the ministry, and hopefully it supports and helps you in your day-to-day ministry life. Now let's get back to the conversation. I learned this from the Adente missionaries, who I have been, there's my spiritual directors for years, and I'm so grateful for how they formed me. You're going to ask yourself 3 questions about every decision you make. You're going to ask yourself, is it moral? That sounds like the easy one, right? Is it moral? Am I committing to sin by doing this? Now, the times, maybe because of the fatigue or whatever, maybe you fall short or whatever, cool. That's why we have confession. You know what I'm saying? Move forward, do that, right? Cool. But is it moral? When I evaluate my day, man, did I make the best moral choices? And there also be blind spots, moments where you didn't realize that something was immoral. Okay, got it. But I'm talking about like you're conscious of this. Like you make an effort to be conscious about the moments you have made moral choices or immoral choices. Ask yourself 1. Number 2, is it obsessive? Sometimes it's not necessarily immoral, but maybe I'm just obsessing over things that I do not need to be obsessed about. And maybe I'm so obsessed with it that I'm actually practicing a distrust in the Lord. I'm distrusting the Holy Spirit. I'm distrusting how God can move in a situation because I'm so hyper-focused on certain details that are not important, right? So is it immoral? Is it, right? So is it obsessive? And then is it useless? Is every decision, is it just something that like, am I wasting my time with this? Sometimes, and hey, I know especially in the social media age, we get so caught in the scroll where we're just wasting time, right? And maybe it's not that. Maybe some, and I'm not talking about something you do to relax. I'm not talking about something you do that's intentionally a part of your rest. I'm talking about it's mindless. It's just useless, right? It has no you. So I want you to evaluate the decisions you make. Is it obsessive? Is it immoral? Is it useless? Is it immoral? Is it obsessive? Is it useless? You could do it in any order that you want to. Is it useless? Is it immoral? Is it obsessive? Right? And constantly just evaluate that day to day, moment to moment, and any moment that you feel like, I dropped the ball on that. At least you're conscious of it now, and now you can bring that to prayer. Now you can bring that to your confessor. Now you can bring that to your spiritual director. Or maybe you haven't even, you're actually not sure. Maybe you're kind of in the moment, you're not sure. Maybe there might be moments you need to pay attention to certain details. There might be moments you need to, maybe I'm having a hard time. Where's that line, right? Because sometimes there are times I need to sacrifice for my family. And then there's times I need to sacrifice time with work for family. Maybe it's hard for you. That's why you have the coach. I'm saying this because I want to see you healthy as you serve. You can give to young people best. I'm not saying that God cannot show up. God can show up without you, whether you're there or not. And that's why I said in the beginning, maybe it's best for some of us just to step down and step away for a season. Maybe you've been serving for so long and you just need a moment to go serve in a different way or just reevaluate where you are, right? Or maybe this is the challenging goal for you to recommit, for you to go deeper, for you to get access to new graces and new goodness that God can pour out through you and your ministry. I say this because I care and because I want to see our young people transformed. I don't just want to see more people in church. No, I want to see more holy people in church. I don't want to just see more kids in the pews. I want to see kids that feel loved, that feel welcome, that feel appreciated, and feel inspired to seek after the will of the Lord. And only place they're going to get that from is from the adults that serve them. They're going to get it from you first. This is Brandon Morrell, also known as a Symbol. If you would like in any way to find out more about the 5 M's of ministry, not just how you as a leader can grow, but how you can strategically talk about your entire ministry, I want you to go to my website, bethesymbol.com, sign up for the email list. You can follow me on social media. You can drop a comment. We can start a dialogue about this. I know this is a different tone than most of my videos, if you've seen any of my stuff, but I really believe that we all are called to be holy first. And so sign up for that. If you want to connect with me locally in ministry, I'm here in the New York City area. We can do that. We can talk. I work with this organization named Young Life, and we can help that. Or if you want to talk to me about the 5 M's and you're someone distant or whatever, and maybe you're someone locally and you want to talk about the 5 M's, cool. Just reach out. Let's start a conversation, okay? Maybe you don't even know where to go look for a spiritual director. Maybe we can start. We can start pointing you in the right direction, right? Maybe we can just send you to the people. Thank you guys for watching this video. Hope to see you on the next one. And I hope to see you live a life of holiness. God bless y'all. Peace.